You know what happens when someone has been doing you wrong for so long? They get sloppy. And once they get sloppy, they get caught. And they get caught because they just cycle through tactics. They don't have any new tactics because they didn't need any new tactics. They were getting away with it for so long. You, on the other hand, did need new tactics. You did need to switch things up. You did need to be adaptable here. You needed to be the king of fire here, the king of wands. You needed to initiate things. You needed to put yourself out there. Sometimes you had to be perceived as a queen of wands in reverse, someone who's unreasonable or crazy. But really, you're crashing out because there's people were against you here. But the jig is up. And justice is coming now. They felt like they were watching you. But they don't know that someone's watching them. And they're high up and they're visible. When you have power, you become visible. Even when you try not to be. There's always someone who knows who you are, who's pulling the strings. So now they're trying to leave. They're watching from afar here. They see that they underestimated you here. All these tricks, all these delusions. At the end of the day, you're like Houdini. You always wiggled out of the restraints here. You're not a cold-hearted person. You just knew that playing their game wasn't gonna get you anywhere. Ever. Because that's not the kind of life you want. It's fighting. Everyone's fighting all the time for relevance in the spotlight. For what? Nothing wise is being made. Nothing grounded is being made that's timeless. It's just desperation. Desperation work. Look at me, but then there's no real backup. There's no way to bring their ideas and what they want into any more fruition because it was just a quick money grab. These people are quick money grab people. You're filled with a lot of abundance and you're directly connected to source. Lovers in reverse, yeah. Lovers in reverse, Gemini card. It's also about creativity. So creativity comes from source, something that they don't have. You're going through a rebirth here. The right eyes are going to be watching you. It's the people that have been like this, I think they're trying to figure themselves out right now. Because they're not out in the colds. And that's what they didn't want to be out in the colds. But what they didn't realize is that they're out of the cold, but they're in the middle of the competition. They're in the middle of the ring. So, and they're only a page of wands. Because they had so much good luck. They had so many people like looking away. And they underestimated you and everyone put responsibility on them. They took it because they wanted the attention, and then everyone started using them and stealing from them and being very stubborn here and draining them. So they were trying to drain you more, but you have upped your protection here. Your boundaries are a lot stronger energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually here. And your ancestors are really squaring up for you. They're really protecting you right now. So release what's old. Protect your energy. Have some fun when you can and rest. And protect yourself. Because you've been going at it like the salmon. You know, you've been having to go a rough ride. It's been a rough ride, but you're built for it. You're known for it. Even though it's exhausting. You've created so much of your own changes in your life. So slow down now and let these changes take hold. Heal and regenerate because you have power. I got that song Venus in my head by Bananarama. She got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. So never forget it that you got it. So drop it down in the comments that you got it. That you got it, Venus. You're out of this world. And you've got the power. So continue. Continue with your wisdom here. Because, and your inner knowing. Because it's gotten you this far. And where has it gotten them? Nowhere but the same place that they're still at. Going harder with the same tactics that didn't work the first time. Making it more obvious about what they're doing. To get a reaction out of you. Abundance doesn't come to people like that. Not for very long anyways. You've got a lot of paths you can go down. So, different avenues that you can go in life too, as well. Like, you're multi-talented. So if you'd like to know more about what your talents are, what your life purposes are, I'm very good with that. I love doing those types of readings. So check out my pin post in my profile for all that information. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like and share this with someone who's been going through a hard time, to let them know that the light at the end of the tunnel is near here. Ciao.